Today we're going to be playing White-Black Vampires in Historic Ranked. We're going to be doing a lot of lifelink, and we're going to be doing some aristocrat effects and a lot of gain life payoffs. And then of course we have Nighthawk Scavenger in here because if I have the opportunity to play this card, I will. It's absolutely my favorite. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some basically fair stuff. I really think we could drop Death Priest of Miracle, and we could drop Alinda and really be able to do the normal cash thing, and we're just going to be playing super low drop creatures and cheating on the amount of lands we play. I wanted to try it as mid-range just to see how it did. We're still in silver tier, so we have the opportunity to do some more fun things before we have to start playing meta decks. So let's get into it. Right off the rip, we don't have a great curve. So we're going to mulligan this one away. Again, we aren't doing anything till we get to turn 3. We're going to go to 5. Not a lot better, but going to 4 I think is going to cost us too much. So let's go with this. Drop. And while this is my favorite card, this is a much better payoff in the deck. Yeah, and we are getting goozled by our mana base here. Not running into enough black sources. Can't play any of the cards in our hand. Alright, playable. At least keep us in the game for a little bit longer. Okay, so now we can start playing just some absolute autopay. Absolute unfair, because if he doesn't have an answer to Bloodthirsty Aerialist, it gets out of control very quickly. We die if we don't block, so we have to chump with our Aerialist, which is a... Oh, he didn't attack with Merwin. Can we just take this? We're just going to take this. No blocks. And we will attack here. Still think he's got us dead on board. Yeah. Alright, good game. Opponent played Elves. We were scrubbed out by our mana base. Alright, running it back. White-Black Vampires. Historic Ranked. Let's go. Shuffler, please be kind to me. Don't dirt me out on my mana base again. Okay, we can take this. Everything in our hand's playable. We don't have our 3-drop payoffs, but we can keep this. It will provide us for a game. Oh, Shrines. You'd love to see it. What's gonna get out ahead of this quick? Isn't doing much right now. Let's play it and we'll just keep the lifelink going. This is actually a deck that I play in Commander. I really love to see Shrines being played in Historic. Ooh, overextended into the board wipe. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it. Definitely was so excited about getting to have a game. Did not play around any kind of board wipe, which you should see coming when you're playing against Shrines. Alright, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Can you do something before Death Priest kills him? More board wipes. Okay. Sanctum of All. Wow. Looks like opponent stabilized. They're going to be able to run away with this pretty quick. And attack there. Might be able to chip in with Vampire of the Moon enough so that we can get Indulgent Patrician trigger and end the game there. But if our opponent starts putting up massive amounts of blockers, or yeah, he's got this one. Let's see what we draw. Oh, to any target. He's going to wipe our board. Alright. Good game, opponent. Good game. Alright, we've gotten dirted out twice with White-Black Vampires. Next one's due for us. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Appreciate it. Alright, running it back. White-Black Vampires. We've gotten beaten by our mana base, and we got absolutely stomped by Shrines. So we're gonna hope we get a more favorable matchup. Could have done better against Shrines if I had played into double board wipe. We can keep this. Not gonna offer the trade here. Yeah, I'll wait for him to attack and then I'll start beating into it. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be winning off attack triggers, so we are gonna offer up the trade. And opponent doesn't want to trade. Copy that. Fair card. Selected the correct target. Exiled so we didn't get a Blood Artist trigger. We get the Aerialist down, and this is gonna get away from him very quickly. We are gonna attack with the Blood Artist. Oh, no we're not. That was weird. Apparently when you hit attack all, it doesn't put 0 powers in there. Really wanted to send a message. Okay, so he can pump that thing. Now we have a Lord and redundant creatures. And we can attack in here to get a life gain trigger. This is what we want to see out of White-Black zombies. White-Black Vampires. Shock. Did it on his turn, so we didn't get a Death Priest trigger. But we did gain a life, so it helped out our Aerialist. He's going to get to ping us for a bunch here. Genuinely not that worried about it. Oh, that is a cool combo. Look at that. Alright, can't block it. Wow, I had not seen that before. I don't even feel bad about that. That was cool. Okay, so apparently Scorchbitter, Spitfire, and Cavalcade of Calamity, 3-card combo for 18 power and 1 attack. White-black vampires just not getting it done over and over again, but we're gonna keep running it back. We're gonna show what this deck can do at least. Thanks for watching. Hopefully catch you on the next one. Subscribe if you enjoy watching me just get absolutely demolished. Appreciate your time, and catch you on the next. Alright, right on the back. White, black vampires. We're 0-3 so far. Going up against a guy with a vampire avatar. I think that's a good sign. We can play everything in our hand. I think we keep it, even though we don't have a 1-drop. I think we can run with this. I think our opponent should take Indulging here. Yep, good call, opponent. And whenever those come up, opponent's going to have better information as to what their game plan is and what's going to affect them. But I think you can usually make that call, just what is the best card in this situation, given what else is in my hand. And I think there was definitely Indulging Patrician. Thief of Sanity. Alright, we'll just have a forever blocker for that one. Opponent saying notes, should have picked a different target. Looks like he wanted to kick it to actually deal with the Nighthawk Scavenger. Opponent's at 3 cards in hand. We're going to play out the Aerialist, and we're just going to hold this back. We hold it back? No, we attack with it, because Aerialist can be our blocker, and we'll get the life gain trigger. And this is going to get away from opponent pretty quick. Gonti. This guy just wants to play our deck for us. So that's potentially a flying blocker for him, which might be pretty good. We're just going to get a Lind out and start getting payoff here. Do I want to hold that back? Because it's essentially him drawing a card. Yeah, we'll hold Aerialist back and get the life gain trigger. And there was our card, which isn't bad for opponent. Are going to block here. We'll see how that goes. Here comes some sort of trick. Opponent not doing anything with the damage put on Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Ooh, this is just not going well for opponent. Opponent joking around. I think opponent's made a couple of flops here and is just punting. No block. And attack with everything. And that should... No, he's going to get to block Aerialist. Opponent hanging in there. Fatal Push the Aerialist. We're gonna get this in here. I think if we had done that last turn, we could have gotten a trigger here. Opponent on playyourgame.deck. Good game, opponent. You know, talk about when you get comboed out, you don't feel bad because it's cool to see that go off. That's one of those games you don't feel good about winning because opponent just kind of got mucked there. Punted a couple times and just didn't work out well for him. But yeah. Appreciate you watching. Finally a win for White-Black Vampires. We'll do some more of this and hopefully catch you on the next one. If you haven't already and you enjoy watching this content, please subscribe and thank you so much. White-Black Vampires, we are 1-3, running it back. Finally got a win off of an opponent just kind of punting into the abyss. So we're gonna hopefully get a fair game here in this series. We have everything on curve. We've got one of our lords we haven't seen yet, and we've got correct color combinations of mana. We'll definitely keep this one. So we're gonna play out Vampire of the Dire Moon here, but looking at what we have to follow it up with, we've got a Blood Artist that, if removal is in play with our opponent playing black, it's going to be good to get that out early. Gonna get more beats in if we get a Vampire Lord out, so I could see playing that, but then that guarantees the removal. We don't have the Blood Artist out, but with that most recent draw, we're just going to get to go Lord. Well, it was good. Now it's not so much. So we're going to play out Blood Artist. We're going to play around our opponent just having all the removal all the time. And then once we get a lifelinker down, we'll get Bloodthirsty Aerialist out after we've run them out of removal. Get a big bad blocker out, no attacks. Opponent on mono removal. Morbid Opportunist really allowing him to take advantage on that. No blocks. We don't have a lifelink payoff now, so getting the Aerialist out, providing us a blocker, and potentially getting more removal out of their hand, which isn't as good with Morbid Opportunist now, down on the board. We're going to do the two card play. It'll get us an attack. It's going to force our opponent to play 2 removal spells to keep this tempo going that they've got. And then if we can get Death Priest down, we'll start getting creatures off of most of the deaths, only the ones on our turn. Okay, there's one. Did not do the double. I like that. Wish this could have been a 1-drop so we could do the 2 again. But this will allow us to get in for 1. Opponent afraid we got something in our hand, opting to block the Blood Artist rather than the Lieutenant. But you would think if he thought we had something in our hand, he would have just not blocked at all. The grindy attrition-y game, but I don't think we can overcome what the Morbid Opportunist has allowed them to do. Still no life linkers, so we're gonna get down our larger creature spell, swing out, and hopefully be able to double spell next turn. Relatively few lands are played by opponents, so their hand is just gas. Here, I guess the Lieutenant. Let's get rid of the Blood Artist. Can't double spell with a Swamp, but we can swing out. We're getting close. So we will discard a card. And we'll keep that up so we can discard again. There is a card I'm not familiar with at all. So we get attack, block. One of them's gonna die. I think we do that. Because if we just wait till next turn, it's gonna kill something anyway. He has to do it. Because if I just let him keep killing my board, we're not gonna have an opportunity. This is really all or nothing here. I always play your outs. He might just forget to block. If he can get rid of the Cruel Celebrant right here, we might be just done. And there it is, Cruel Celebrant out. I don't think we come back from this one. You control, yeah. We're gonna hold on to that. He's gonna hit us for half our life total next turn, this turn. Yeah, and now that our opponents gain life, this isn't happening. So in the interest of all of our times, we're going to concede here. Good game by opponent, stabilizing it for a while, and getting there with Morbid Opportunist. Good game by opponent, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, bye. Black-White Vampires getting to showcase some of the other silly decks that are going on in low-ranked Historic right now. 1-4 has not been doing super well. Gotten mucked by some bad draws, come up against some really stellar opponents. We're gonna get to curve out if we draw correctly. Keep 7. We do really well against Mono Red with all the life gain that we end up doing. We will offer the trade. Opponent's looking to cast Twin Inferno onto something with Dreadhorde. Do we even care about Chandra? Yeah, we've got to get rid of it before it gets to the emblem. Okay, so add Chandra. That was pretty good for us. Actually do want to pay that. Kill Chandra, get 1/2 opponent. And opponent snap concedes. White-Black Vampires doing really well against Mono Red. What we wanted to see. 2 and 3 in the series. We'll run it back at least one more time, see how we do. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Alright, running it back. White-Black Vampires. We're 2 and 3 in the series. Had one fair game. This is not a keepable hand. One lander, not gonna get there. Mulligan. We can drop this, and we can play every card in our hand, keep 6 here, not feel good about it. That was pretty much the draw we wanted to see there, because now if we get one of our double black spells, we're going to be able to play it. Here we are going to go, we'd rather get the Dire Moon out. Esper colors, plus green. I'm looking for the board wipe coming next, which I don't mind playing all my Blood Artists into. If we can get them all down before he wipes, that's still pretty good. Let's go here, and then that way we can play Legion Lieutenant next turn, potentially do a ton of damage. Huh. I've not seen that played before. Alright, so we go Blood Artist, Vampire, and we start swinging in. Just outrace his Immorith, and this was no longer affecting our attacks. So opponent wants to see a board wipe here, which honestly wouldn't be that bad for us. Play that. Untap. I think we still just go with the 2 Death Touchers. I think next turn we can just start attacking with everything, counting on our Blood Artist triggers to get us there. I would not have thought that was something you had to pay for. Gives him Ward. No, we really want to see a Lord here, because his shield is turning off all my, or 1 power rather. Yeah, you can just let them through, not worry about it. So we've got to hold off here. What do you pick there? I guess the Aetherborn. That's fair. Have to pay for the Blood Artist triggers. Don't have to pay for the Cruel Celebrant triggers. So let's get in with our Aetherborn. Gonna get blocked by the bear here. Which makes sense, that's why I got rid of the Blood Artist rather than the Cruel Celebrants. Lifelink on that hurts. Can't really attack here. Attack with the Gifted Aetherborn. We offer up a trade, and die. I think we're better off waiting for... We're gonna get hit with 8. We can start taking the damage. Don't want to start offering up trades yet. We really need to top deck a Lord here. Opponent deep in the tank on this one. Because that's trade. Let's do it. Because maybe he doesn't block. Play to your outs. Maybe opponent will just do the wrong thing. Definitely blocks there. It's gonna get a sacrifice trigger. It's gonna get some lifelink. We will sacrifice that one. And we're actually gonna play that out. Better to have it out instead of bluffing. We've got a chance here. And Lord, this becomes a different game. Not a Lord. No attacks. Really need to see that Lord. If we could just do that. Our opponent is running out of gas. They have more than enough resources to build back into it, though. They're gonna want to see something to get rid of this last Cruel Celebrant. Well, it's not a Lord, but it's not bad either. So we can start getting in with the Aetherborn. Again, still can't get in with Dire Moon Vampire, because it's going to get warded off by the shield. Attack in here, offer the trade. I think he just takes it. Nice. Oh, it doesn't just negate 1 damage. It's 2 damage, it negates 1 of that. That is the card that kept him in this game, which you would not think is a sentence that would be said. There's a nice card. I love seeing that in the game. Yep, that's gonna block everything all day forever. And I think with that, our opponent's taking this down, because he's gonna start getting the build back into it with lifelink, and this just blocks everything all day. So we have to go really wide or get a ton of triggers. I'm gonna not attack. We're gonna stay in it. Usually concede out of respect, but I think this is one time that we can kind of see how it plays out. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and he's attacking in because he has enough blockers now. He's going to gain enough life. Managed to turn us off. Good game by opponent. We're going to finish 2 and 4 for the series for White-Black Vampires. Might bring it back in and just do a low land count like I normally do instead of playing it mid-range. But thanks for watching through. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel. It'll alert you if you want to see more content like this. And hopefully catch you on the next one. Appreciate y'all. Bye.